Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we are back with more Titans. So last episode, we ended up with quite a cliffhanger. Jason's falling from the building. Yeah. I mean, considering they left off with that, I don't think they'd kill him off like that. I mean, they might. It might be like it ends with, like the episode ends with Dick being distressed that he just let Jason die, that he feels he let Jason die. I don't know. I really hope that's not the case. Somebody has to save him. The only ones I could think of is Rachel, Star. Like, I know it'd be a stretch for her to realize, not realize, because maybe I'm pretty sure people can fly, so it shouldn't be out of the question for her to just to take off her bracelets and fly, maybe. Or at least try to fly, because I don't know if she's been able to, or if she's done it yet on her own. Or maybe her people can't even fly in this world. I have no idea. Donna could. I know in the comics she can fly, but I don't know if she can in here. Beast Boy could. He could turn to I know he's been able to turn into a pterodactyl. In here, the only thing he's been able to turn to is a tiger and a snake. So, woodwork going on out in a neighbor's yard, just letting you know, in case you hear something. Chances are you have to hear that. And out of left field, Connor showing up. Yeah, I know that's like completely out there, like why he would show up. He has no reason to. He doesn't know them. And they haven't shown him at all. The majority of the season, they showed him like a little bit. They didn't show him the season at all. I forgot it was last season's finale. So yeah, they haven't shown him at all this season. So yeah, I don't know when they're gonna have him show up. It's been 5 episodes now. Maybe he'll show up this episode. It might not even be. It might have to do with whatever's going on with Jason again. That's where I hope we deal with that first. Honestly, I just wanted to get that worry out of the way. Oh crap! Yeah. Just for those that question, this is what the rest of the shirt says. By the way, it said no whatever. No, I probably could have just told you, but just wanted to prove. I don't actually hate tacos. I love them. Light, Slade killed Light. I think he's trying to get Rose back. Grayson, he went to sacrifice himself. Starfire came to fight him. He kind of won. And then he blew up I blanked on what it's called, but the window washer thing. Jason's falling to his death. And that's where we left off. So, that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into this next episode. Oh, there's Connor. There's my boy. Oh. Is this still Cadmus then? Metropolis. Good boy.
You ready, boy?
I want to put the clothes on before you. You do you, bud.
Looks like someone got up on the wrong side of the glass tube. Mercy Graves, personal security specialist to Mr. Luther.
What?
Yes, I've
What?
heard of you, Miss Graves.
Don't steal. I mean, you don't know, and you don't have money. So. Superman shirt. It's black. I'm assuming it's such. Yeah! That's the boy. So does he know, like, what do they implement memories like in...
Hey!
Oh!
What's the matter with you?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, it was an accident.
Take it easy.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Oh. Man, you.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Really bad timing.
He was trying to steal my money and
You have money?
Uh-oh.
Okay, yes.
I have your money?
Don't hurt me!
Thanks.
Oh, Connor, buddy. So we're actually going to the
Come on, Crypto, this is it.
Kent farm? What? What is it?
Come on.
Are they there? Oh, what?
There should be a big red barn out back.
Wrong farm, buddy.
And a windmill.
That sounds like the old Kent place a few miles down the road.
Clark.
That's right, Clark Kent. He was a friend of my son Alexander's.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor.
Okay.
Well, I used to say to him, Alexander, friends are harder to come by than money.
Oh.
I do believe that. It's certainly been true for him, I'm afraid. Whoops. What the hell's the matter with you?
Whoa.
Sorry.
It was an accident.
He was far beyond anything I could ever hope to be.
Then why did you beat him?
Is that what he told you?
Yeah, sure.
Because it's a goddamn lie.
No, it isn't.
I don't know who you are. He was missing something inside. A moral compass, a sense of right or wrong.
How do you know that?
Because it's true. Yes, I tried to teach him, but he couldn't be taught. He wouldn't be taught. It was as if he knew what I was trying to do, and he actively resisted me.
Maybe he was scared.
He never cried. No matter how long it went on,
He would have done anything for your approval.
he never cared for anyone's approval.
I cared about yours!
Who are you?
Everybody get down! Nobody move!
Run, Connor.
Do not move!
Hey!
Shut up!
Stop that! What are you doing?
Oh crap, you guys are stupid. Oh Jesus, that's not good. What? Speed? Okay, well. Oh, Crypto! Is he flying or is he just jumping? It looked cool. God, that was awesome. This is bad, guys. Stop! Oh, okay. Boy. Sit. Okay. Okay, well, he seems more juiced up than normal Connor. Oh, good boy! Oh no! Crypto. Okay, there's laser vision.
They should not have shot at you. That was wrong.
Then why did they?
I told them not to, but I think they were afraid of you.
Why?
Did you see what you did?
Because they've never seen anything like you.
Well, they kind of have. Superman.
You were created the way that every person is. The genetic material of two different people blended together.
Not the exact same.
So you and who else?
No, not me. In your case, it was two men. Well, one man and one Superman.
Who is the Superman?
Superman. That's it.
Superman.
Who's my other dad?
His name is Lex Luthor. He's very smart and,
Evil?
well, he's very smart. I came up with the plan to design someone like you, but I never expected for them to actually do it.
So, making me was wrong.
No, I mean, it's not that simple. There's no such thing as a bad scientific experiment. You know, I mean, take nuclear fission. Okay, sorry, that might be a little beyond.
Nuclear fission is a form of elemental transmutation in which the nucleus of an atom splits into 2 or more smaller nuclei.
What were you gonna do to that guy, huh?
Just gonna make him leave his girlfriend alone?
How? Were you gonna throw him through a wall?
Maybe.
Were you gonna kill him?
I don't know!
You're the only person who could possibly open it. But kiddo, I really suggest you don't.
Bunch of dead people? Or failed clone experiments, dead bodies?
I know what I am now.
Connor, buddy.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Connor, bud. Unstable.
Sometimes that anger will be yours. And sometimes it will be his. And either way, you have got to learn how to control it. Why did you kill them?
They were hurting the old man. He was helpless. It wasn't fair.
See? You're not a monster. You're a person. It's time to start running.
No, I can't leave you here. They'll kill you.
What are you gonna do? Save my life by killing all of them?
But you said they made you bad.
They didn't make me bad. You have a chance to be good. To be better than I am. You have to get out of here.
I don't want to leave you.
We're doing it my way.
Crap.
Let's go.
Yep, here he is. Alright, so he does show up and save them. Okay. Opportune timing, Connor, I gotta say. He can't fly, it seems. At least he doesn't know how to.
Who the fuck are you? Not super sure yet.
God.
I don't know how to thank you.
I'm just glad I could help.
No! You.
This guy just saved my life.
Dig it out of him. Next episode, eh? How you gonna Nick? No! God. Yeah, it's gonna end there. You son of a. God freaking dang it, they got crypto. That's. So. I mean, Connor's not gonna die. If they dig the bullet out, he'd heal. This is reminding me of, well, there's different situations or scenarios where Clark's been shot with the kryptonite bullet, but for some reason the initial one that reminded me of is the one in Smallville, where this guy is hunting, as they're known in Smallville, meteor freaks. He thinks Clark's one, and he finds out his weakness is kryptonite, or the green rock. They don't know the kryptonite yet, or they don't call them kryptonite at that point. So he smelts down the rock into bullets and shoots Clark that way with a rifle. So it just reminded me of that. A little more of a surprise though. Like it was off screen that it happened, and then they got crypto. Love it. So I'm wondering though if that's gonna like somehow dampen Connor's powers, because Connor in the comics doesn't have all of Superman's powers. I don't know why he does here, because the point of the fact that he has human DNA, which because like the Kryptonian DNA, it's when they're trying to clone it, they don't know how to completely 100% duplicate it, so they use human DNA to like close the gaps that's missing in the Kryptonian DNA, so that he's more stable, and also I guess in here so that you can actually successfully clone him. But because he's part human, he doesn't have all of Clark's powers. He doesn't have all the full powers of a Kryptonian. He's never supposed to. Like he's never gonna develop them. They're not supposed to like show up. He's not gonna like how Clark in Smallville gradually got his powers. He has a limit. This one seems like he didn't have a limit. Like he had super speed. That was the first one they showed. Then he had the breathing, like the super breath kind of thing. He has laser vision, X-ray vision. He has everything. The only thing they didn't show him have is flight. He jumped to save Jason, which somebody said wasn't possible. It was too random, which it kind of is. But it's kind of happenstance that he showed up. But I mean, it's not a humongous stretch. He was already in San Francisco, so I mean, it kind of works. It is a little bit convenient, but I mean, TV shows, they have to get there somewhere. We had to save Jason. Connor had to get in the show. He had to find his way into the where they were. And speaking of which, seeing the smile on his face whenever Jason's like, I don't know how to thank you. And when he says, I'm just glad I could help. I know it's like a lot of people would say that, but it seems a very Superman thing to say. I mean, he said it before. I know other people said it, but it was a very Superman moment. And he was shot, so there's that. But yeah, I kind of don't. I'm not a huge fan that they gave him all of Superman's powers. And he appears to have Lex's intelligence, at least some of it. Like he has intelligence, but he doesn't like words like consequences. He doesn't know, so he's not all there. But I don't know. I mean, Connor's not an idiot, but I don't recall. At least I don't fully remember him in the comics or know him that well. Jesus, I don't know him that well in the comics. That's what I was trying to say. Don't know if that was difficult. In Young Justice, he's not like a super genius like Lex is, but he's relatively intelligent. I kind of like the reasoning for his anger. It's like Lex's anger, but he can't quite control it. He doesn't have the discipline. He's still young. I don't remember, Eve, I think. I don't recognize her name. Sorry if she's a character in the comics. I can't quite remember who that is. But is that the doctor that in Young Justice that she was there for Connor as well? Or not there for Connor, but she was with Cadmus as well. Like she's black and had like glasses. Is that the same? I don't remember if they said when. I don't remember. I know they said her name. I don't remember what it was though. But she said, the Dr. Eve, I think her name was. She said, he's essentially the mind of a 2-year-old in a way. So I don't know about him having all these powers and having a super intelligence. At the very least, I don't know how this would do it. Like maybe the bullet is stuck in there, but they can fix him. They can heal him somehow. I'm not really sure. Maybe the bullet itself corrupts his DNA or something to where it lessens the Kryptonian DNA, so he no longer has all of the powers. He just has super strength, super hearing, and he has infrared vision, not X-ray vision. I don't know. We'll see. I hope they somehow dumb down his power set. Because that's kind of what made Connor, one of the things anyway that made Connor like who he was. Like not the only thing, obviously. I said that already. But he has limits to surpass. He's not like Superman where he can essentially do anything. There's a little more worry for him because he does have a durability, but it's not as much as Clark does. So I don't know. We'll see what they do with that. I really hope they somehow dampen those powers. I don't know what they're gonna do though. But I hope they can get Crypto back soon. We saved Jason though, and then the others went down. They didn't get Slade, so I don't know where Slade went to after that. Like, they didn't capture Slade. I mean, they wanted to see if Jason was all right, but like, who? I know Dick showed up. Who else showed up? Was it just Corey? Okay. I'm wondering like where they were when they shot him. I didn't see them. I mean, they didn't turn the camera fully, so maybe they're more hidden. I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to lose Connor, so I don't know. I don't know. They can just dig the bullet out. I don't know with what. Maybe Corey can do it. I don't know. But all right, we finally got Connor shot. Crypto was taken back. I don't know what we're gonna do with the others though, because they don't know about like Donna, Hank, and Don. Like, they're probably gonna be pissed off that Dick changed the plan on them and went to give himself up. But yeah, and then Slade also got away, so we still have that danger also looming on the rest of the team. But we'll also have Connor, which Slade can't really do anything against. Whether his powers are weakened or not, I mean, the sword wouldn't really be able to hurt him. But yeah, they were obviously worried for Jason, so Dick and Corey left without dealing with Slade. Because once they saw Jason was, not dead, they wanted to make sure he was all right at least. I feel like maybe one of them should have, like Dick should have went, and then Corey should have taken care of Slade. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, combative wise, he'd be a little bit better than her. And he still had his gadgets, but I don't know. I think if she just kept shooting fire at him, she'd be able to take him out. Not super easily because it's still Slade, but I mean, I don't know. She also has height and strength. So out of the two, one going down to make sure Jason was okay. I think Dick Sherman want to go, and then Corey stayed, but it is what it is. And then we see, along with their abilities and intellect, Connor also has their memories, which is different also. Again, I don't know about the comics exactly, but Young Justice, he doesn't have his memories. What they do is if anybody hasn't watched Young Justice, for those of you that haven't watched Young Justice, I mean, they telepathically, Jesus, feed him knowledge. Essentially, they're kind of like basically it's like school, but just feeding it into his mind telepathically. So he knows, who Superman is. He knows, what you learn in school a bit more. He knows about the world, but he doesn't know, like he doesn't have the intelligence of Lex and everything. He doesn't have their memories, and he didn't know who Superman's, what his identity was, because all he had was his DNA. He didn't have his memories, so he didn't know who he was. So that's a different way to do it. I'm not upset necessarily about that. It's a different way to go about it. And in that he went to, oh Jesus, real quick though, he saved that lady from being mugged, then took her money. Thanks. Afterward, you can see the lady's scared while she's giving her purse. You could have at least left her with a purse. Maybe not taking all of her money. Just like all you needed was 12 something, right? Or was it 14? I don't know. It wasn't expensive. Well, yeah, it wasn't expensive. So I don't know. I mean, he doesn't know any better, but it was that poor lady. She's like this super strength dude show up, stop her from being mugged. She was frightened of this dude that was mugging her, and then Connor tosses her and he's like, "Can I have your money?" And that freaks her out because she's like, "What is he gonna do if I don't give him my money?" So the poor lady. But yeah, he gets flashes of Lex's dad beating him. So I don't know if that's like Lex seeing it that way, or that's actually how his dad was. I mean, the way his dad kind of got defensive about it, it seemed that's the case. Like his dad was like that, and also he said he wouldn't cry no matter how long it went. So apparently he beat him constantly for a while too at once. Like he would do it for a long period of time. But he was trying to like teach him right and wrong, but doing that way, I don't think that's the way to go, sir. But yeah, he said he was missing that. Like he was missing that piece of humanity. Um, so and Lex and Clark were friends in here, which is interesting. Interesting that they were friends in here too, considering how his dad said was that Lex was missing something. Maybe if he got older, he more so. Maybe Clark probably didn't see it. Lex might not have outwardly shown that when he was around Clark, but I think that's kind of cool that they did that because in Smallville that was the case as well. They start off as friends and then gradually it kind of they parted. Things didn't end well. They grew hostile towards each other, and then at the very end it kind of lends to the Lex and Superman relationship we know more so. I just kind of like that they did that. Yeah, well, they used to be friends, and Lex used to live here as well. The only difference from Smallville is that he didn't live on a farm. And his dad was a company dude as well, not a scientist necessarily. Company dude, you know what I mean? He was he ran all of the Luthor business, and he wasn't a great dad there either. At first. But Connor is essentially 6 years old. I know he had like she said he had the mind of a 2-year-old, but she said the work was 6 years. I wonder if she meant like him specifically, or they've been working on this for 6 years. I'm assuming that's the case, so maybe he is essentially 2 years old. I just got kind of confused at that for a moment. Speaking of which, so she took him to the original site when they were cloning at first, before she gave Lex the idea to use human DNA. And of course, he took that to use his own DNA, as egosential as Lex is. Did I say egosential or egocentral? Egotistic is what I should have said. As egotistic as he is. And you see all the failed clone experiments, and god dang, that was kind of like ugh. Again, that he felt like he was a monster because of that, and he had that the part of him that started this and created those failed experiments. He felt that was a part of him, and so that made him just feel even worse about himself. I thought she wanted him to kill her for a second, because he's like, this is why you brought me here, but it was because he thought she wanted him to see himself as a monster, which wasn't the case. I hope she's okay. Didn't look like they were gonna kill her at that point, but maybe. The only moment that I kind of felt the actor's performance was lacking was whenever he was stealing the shirt on accident, and then he got the flash of Lex's dad beating him for knocking over his brandy bottle. He flinches from the guy. I can't remember the word I was trying to use. He flinches away from the guy that was berating him for stealing, and cries out, "I'm sorry." That I don't know. I'll look at it again. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Something about it feels a little off, but all in all, I like the actor they picked for it. His voice did sound a little younger than I expected. I don't know why. But all in all, I think the kid did a pretty good job. I don't know what else he's been in, if he's been in anything else. But I like that they picked for Connor. The outfit just works really well with him. I know it's a simple outfit, just like the kind of the uniform pants, the boots, and just the black Superman shirt. But it looks like the outfit that Connor wears, which is good. Oh, and they brought Mercy Graves in here, so that was interesting. A little more not involved, militaristic, I guess, than I'm used to her seeing her, which isn't bad. I wasn't expecting that to be Mercy, because the one I'm used to is, well, there was only one Young Justice where she has a robotic arm. She doesn't ever talk, which is weird. So maybe she's just straight up robot. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen her bleed. or I know she doesn't talk. But the one I'm more so used to is the one from like the Superman animated series and in the Superman Batman crossover animated kind of movie. But yeah, this is very different, and it was just shocking to see Mercy for some reason, and then she named Lex. So I wonder if we're gonna see Lex here in this season or this series at all. It's gonna be because with Bruce being kind of old, I wonder how old Lex is gonna be portrayed. I don't know. We saw always like a young version of him just in the photo, but yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see Lex in here because I mean I feel like Lex has always been a compelling villain. Well, 9 out of 10 times Lex is a compelling villain. Jesse Eisenberg's Lex not so much, but every other time Lex has always been a compelling villain. Like the one that Clancy Brown, he's probably my favorite voice for Lex Luthor. The one that voices him in Young Justice, his character is just imposing and calm, intellectual, methodical. So things, and also in John Cryer, I think the actor's name is, in Supergirl, surprisingly was a great Lex Luthor. So it'd be interesting to see Lex Luthor in here, who they pick for him, and how he's played. I hope he represents him well. Because Lex is he's just a great villain, and I don't want to kind of Jesse Eisenberg it. So I was wondering throughout the episode whether Crypto was created or found, but it sounds like he was found because Connor said that they were experimenting on Crypto. He heard cries for help, and that's when he went to stop it. So I'm assuming that he was found. They were like trying to, I guess, extract more Kryptonian DNA. Maybe that's what. No, I don't know. What they were like, I guess, testing the limits of his abilities or something. I'm not really sure. Or maybe probably to figure out a way to clone something like Crypto. Or at least use his DNA to make more superpowered animals, and make them weapons, obviously, as Lex tends to do sometimes. So yeah, Crypto seems to be like I don't know about Crypto. Like I don't know a whole lot about Crypto. Is he actually like a Kryptonian dog? I mean, I know he has the exact same powers as Superman. So is he like an actual dog from Krypton? I don't remember how he came to Earth, or was he created with like the DNA of Superman? Was it like used, like infused with his abilities or something like that? I don't know about Crypto. If anybody knows, let me know. I'm just really curious about that one. I guess I could look it up, but I guess I could look it up. But if you want to let me know, that'll work too. I might forget to look it up anyway. So, well, I think that's it, honestly, guys. I did like that. It was a Connor-centered episode, so that we can get more about the character and see what he was been up to since this season started, since we haven't really seen him throughout the whole entirety of it. So one episode we kind of caught up and filled in, what we missed throughout up to this point throughout the whole season. I was a little frustrated at the beginning because I'm like, God damn, I want to freaking hurry up and get to Jason, see how he survives. Then I kind of was thinking like maybe this is probably gonna be how Connor or how Jason survives. The fact that they're showing him right before the whole Jason thing, I'm assuming he's gonna meet up with them at that very crucial point, which is what happened. Again, a bit convenient, but not out of the ordinary. He was in the same town at least, or the same city, so not out of the realm of possibility. I don't know what we're doing next episode. I'm hoping that we can get Crypto back pretty soon, because I mean that poor dog, they're gonna be experimenting on it some more. I know he's probably gonna be worried about Connor. I don't know what we're gonna do about Connor's powers. I really hope, like, I guess it wouldn't be a super big, no pun intended. It wouldn't be a huge deal if he had all of his powers, probably, I guess. But it's the limits, It's the limits that is one of the things that makes Connor more of a, not so much a relatable character, but you know what I mean? He's for lack of a better word, more compelling. Because I mean, I like Superman as a character, but you don't necessarily fear for him too much. There's not a whole lot of growth he has to go through. I mean, there's also the fact with Connor's growth too, like emotionally and mentally. You know, he's a kid essentially. He's got to learn about, you know, the consequences thing. Kind of like the good and bad. He knows about that, but like there's complications sometimes, and not, you know, when to also how to hold back, especially if he's gonna keep all these powers. He's got to learn to not, you know, kill people. But yeah, hopefully they can somehow damage the powers, and then we're gonna, you know, see how Hank, Donna react to, and I guess Rachel and Garfield, whenever they probably bring him to the tower, how they'll react to their new teammate Superboy. But for now, guys, that's it for this week's episode for Titans. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out more of our stuff, be sure to hit the button next to me. If you want to stick around for next week's episode, be sure to subscribe. Also, if you want to support us, go ahead and check out our Patreon. You get access to polls for shows you want us to react to, early access and full-length reactions. Link for that will also be in the description down below. Again, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you all next week.